Hey guys, welcome to Camping with Steve. I'm back at doing a shelter today. Found a really cool looking beach shelter made out of driftwood, and we're gonna try that. The shelter's behind me over there, but there's a lot of people here. I'm gonna tuck my backpack off in the woods so it doesn't look so obvious. I can tuck it right in here. I'm gonna upgrade to a camo or a green backpack. Probably should have done that years ago. Okay. Nobody will see that. Sun's only up for another hour and a half or 2 hours, so let's go check out that shelter. Outhouse. Look at that. When I first saw this little one, I got all steamy. And then, there. Oh, yeah. This is going to do great. There's enough room in here to stay out of the wind. If it starts to rain, I have a tarp I can hang up in here. And got a pretty good view out through the slats. And this is a hiking trail. It's very regularly used, but I don't think so much in the dark. And there are homes all around the bay in the harbor here. So there's no fires, of course. And I've got to keep the flashlights low, but we can manage. It's all right. People started to build a couple of bedrooms on this side, but it doesn't look like they're in good shape. The other side's definitely the best bet. And through here, yeah. It's the main living part in there. Out here, it's a really nice patio area to sit. This is going to be great. The wind is whipping up, so I'm going to grab a hoodie out of the backpack, and we'll do some beach combing, see what we can find around here. There's a little lighthouse down there, too, I want to check out. Definitely a good spot to tuck the bag away. It'll be dipping down to around freezing tonight. Possibility of a little snow, too. So good thing for that driftwood shelter. Good thing for layers. I got fleece-lined jeans I got for Christmas from the in-laws. Thank you very much. Will make a difference tonight. And I got fleece hoodie from Terry Kyle. So put this on and go look at the beach. Hope I find a big chunk of ambergris. That'd be good. All I see so far is seaweed, seaweed, seaweed. I love how people cobble these things together. We want to sleep in this one. It's right on a trail. And they're working with what they got. Maybe things have washed up on shore and thrown together somewhere that you could probably crawl into and stay out of the wind at least. The objective's over there, keeping a close eye on it, but not too close. Anybody lingering around there for an extended period at this time of day is very likely to be camping in there. How could you not want to do that? I'm sure I'm not the first. From here I can see when the tide comes up, it'll get fairly close, but I should be okay unless it gets real stormy. Beachfront property. The lighthouse is not that exciting, and it's barely even blinking. I don't know if that's normal. I thought they were big octangular things with somebody living in a shack at the bottom changing light bulbs every once in a while, but it's the way of the future, I think. I'm laying low in the woods here away from the trails for the next 40 minutes. It should be getting dark by then, and I can start hauling some gear over. I don't know how many people are going to be walking their dogs at night with flashlights, but it's a possibility because the sun does set at, 5:15. So people aren't even really off work and home by then. But we'll see what happens, and we'll just go with the flow. Way too much activity here still. Back to the woods. The trails got pretty quiet. I don't see anybody down that way or anybody coming down that way. So I'm going to grab the backpack, get it into this shelter. Spoke too soon. There's some dog walkers, but doesn't look like anybody else after them. They're gone. Time for the backpack. All right. Quick peek from behind here. Don't see anybody, so make a break for it. Okay. All right. It's now or in the dark. Great, somebody's coming, but I'm committed now. I'm gonna just walk over there and lay low. I think it's about a 7-minute round trip to that lighthouse and back. I put my backpack there. She's just about out of view, and it's time to crawl in there. Here we go. Moment of truth. Now the other dog walkers are on the way back. She's still on the way out there, so I'm going to hide on this side, the shelter. All right. Okay. It's really nice to have a bit of a windbreak. That makes it feel warmer right away, and I can keep an eye on them from here. Two down and one to go, then I'll crawl over to the other side. Actually, okay. Those two down. I'm going to crawl over to the other side now if the other dog walker is nowhere to be seen. Okay. Yeah, it's a go. Around the corner. And home for the night. Perfect hideout. I can see things around through all these little cracks. Of course, there's people coming right for this place, so I'm a photographer. That's the story. That's always the story. Oh, hey. Great photos out here.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Great photos. Well, I got a little eager. A lot more people on the trails. And I find when I break out the full tripod setup, that looks more legitimate and they give me some space. So that's what I got here is the whole big stand. Tricks of the trade. Pretty much dark out there. So I'm gonna start getting things out of the bag. I definitely want to get a sleeping bag opened up because it is a little chilly for sure. the other side. It's still really early, but it's dark. So I'm going to use the flashlight. And it's windy, so somewhat windy. I'm going to get tight set up to kind of block any light and block some wind. It's been a little windy, it's been a little stormy, but it is time to crack step 2. Aside from the wind, the biggest problems I'm going to face tonight are the tide, because it looks like there's a bunch of seaweed stuff all over the place, and this stuff doesn't fly. It gets here on the water. And the rain and snow, that is a possibility. I looked at the radar. It looks like there's spotty things that could be coming through. And the roof on a driftwood shelter is not exactly watertight, so this windshield may turn into a rain shield. And I got to be up early. The high tide comes at 9:30 in the morning, approximately. And the sun's up at 7:45, so I got to be out of here definitely before then, or close to then, because that's when the dog walkers start to come down and investigate what riffraff are camping in their driftwood shelter. I think I'll be okay. Looks like from where I am now, the sea level is at my feet, and looking over there, looks like I should be okay. And if I'm not, I can run up the hill. I'm not in trouble. No worries. Brought everything but the kitchen sink today. We're making steamed hams. This seems to really warm the place up. Anyway, I've got slices of ham, which I'm going to steam. A thing of rice that you're supposed to steam in a microwave, but I'm sure I can steam it while I'm steaming stuff. And speaking of steaming, Green Giant simply steam Brussels sprouts. So in an unusual meal, I'm going to steam these things. Old family recipe for steamed hams. There we go. Easy peasy. Gonna work great. They're designed to be boiled in water, so I'm sure they can be steamed. Some hams in there. 100 down here. Not gonna lie, I've been crying a little in between shots. Being honest, things have been tough, but there's nothing we can't fix with a little steamed hams. That's steam from the steamed hams we're having. Rice, of course. Rice. I don't know if that cooked really well or not. You're supposed to microwave that one, but I figured steaming it would work out okay. Anyhow, of course, what goes better with the dry brown rice than some leaky Brussels sprouts. Those are good. And of course, the star of the show being these steamed hams here. My time frame is I got to be out of here when the sun comes up, which is 7:45. Right now, it's probably about 11 when people stop coming around. So I'm eating late, as I always do, and we all know that. But I don't get to sleep in. It's that time, bedtime. I'm hunkering down on this mattress here, surrounded by seaweed things. Crawl into my sleeping bag. And, it's such a strange, cool place to be in for the night. Good morning. Short and sweet sleep. There's people on the trail, so I got to get out of here real quick. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. About 7:45, but time to tear things down. Yeah, time to pack up as quick as possible. Well, things are mostly cleaned up, packed up. Doesn't look too bad now. I'd hate to be waking up right now. There's way too many people out there. Okay. Time to do a final sweep of the area and get out of here as quick as possible. So, of course, I am really glad I had the tarp and all this stuff with me, because otherwise it would have been very cold last night. But stealth camping like this, really close to a lot of trails and people walking around, dogs, early walkers, that type of thing, less is more. And that goes, that's what I've learned from my limited stealth camping experience, is that, you know, if I had just had a sleeping bag on the ground, I'd be gone by now, instead of having this cascade of people parading past me while I'm trying to pack up. That's my 2 cents. I was going to try and squeeze this back in the bag, but there's a time and a place for that type of thing, and it's not right now. And we'll fit it in the backpack, and then this is a problem for future Steve. There you go. That was the alarm I had set to get out of here before it was full of people. And I was woken up before the alarm went off by a good 15 minutes from all the people walking the trails. So, oh, yeah, you can never get up too early for these type of things. Tide is up. It reaches its peak about an hour from now. And look at that. I've got feet to spare. A couple on the trail there, and I'm sure the people from last night are back here again this morning when I was out pretending to be photographer. Okay, looks, whatever. I'm just gonna go. I've already done it. Morning. Hi. That, all down the trail. Meters from where I was stuck. Okay, that doesn't look safe. I don't trust anything about this swing. It's 4 feet off the ground. Bolts are rusty. The rope is not UV resistant, and the branch is suspect. So I won't be trying this one. Look, the board is splintered right where the eye hook goes through. And that's a cause for concern. My conclusion is there's not much good to find on the beach unless you've got a metal detector and a lot of time. It's mostly just seaweed and garbage, and a good view. So, wow, good view over there too. Thanks everybody who's liked, commented, and subscribed on the video. And special thanks, of course, to those who have gone above and beyond by directly supporting the channel. So thank you all. And I'll be sure to keep these coming. Things sometimes are rough, and things sometimes are good. And for those who know, I've suffered a loss, and those who don't, now you do. But trying to show people that there is some hope in this, in grief, because I'm not the only one who's dealing with this. I know a lot of you other people are, of course, more every day, unfortunately. So it gets easier, but you can't tell which days are going to be good, which are going to be bad. But overall, things are improving. And I don't want you guys to worry about me. I needed definitely a break after Christmas. That was a bit tough, but good to be back out doing what I do. Hiking where I hike and camping where I camp. Thank you all so much for your continued patience with me and following along, subscribing, and just being such a good community, good group of people. It's friends have been made in the comment section. You guys are just a fantastic group of people. So until next time, I gotta bid you adieu and hitting the road. A few more potential spots, and I haven't filmed anything in a couple of weeks until now, but the time wasn't wasted. A lot of driving, thinking, and searching for spots. So I got a good list, and let's all explore that together. Cheers, guys.
I want to build something undeniable, something iconic.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
He's bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I can chew a lot.
Lowe's knows, in addition to the family, means in addition to your space.
He's gonna love this.
So we're here to help you make the most of it.
He'll love that too.
Pouring glass?
Roll into it.
With points on purchases, when you're a My Lowe's Rewards member, and convenient same-day delivery, you can enjoy summer together. Lowe's knows how to help you summer.
Hey guys, welcome to Camping with Steve. There's another roundabout, and this is busy. It's rush hour. People are coming. Just got to try to sneak in there as best as possible and break in traffic. I think we have a break in traffic. Making a run for it. Okay, I'm safely in the roundabout, and I'll get set up and explain exactly what's going on. I've been doing my trip across the country, and I stopped at a hotel last night. Now, I looked out the window, and I saw this roundabout. And I looked a little further, there's a Cabela's, there's a Princess Auto, there's a Canadian Tire Stadium, and there's a perfect roundabout. So, I checked out this morning and decided to stay another night in the roundabout this time. Basic setup for tonight. This air mattress right on the ground. It's beautiful here. There's these soft needles. I swear, this is a trap. Like when I saw everything so perfect here, it seems like a honeypot sting to catch me in the act. So there's this little stove to cook with, butane one. There's this little stool. I sold it at a beer store. So that packs up awesome, super sturdy, better than that little folding tripod chair I have. Got this little GSI Pinnacle stove thing to cook on tonight. And that's about it. Just a pretty simple, basic night here. And just relax a little. Believe it or not, the name of the street I'm on is called Campo Drive. I think it's French, but the word camp is in there. Makes it seem even more suspicious, like this is a Truman Show thing where I'm going to get busted. It was just left out to tempt me. But I'll show you a few nice things with this roundabout. And this roundabout has these big concrete barriers all the way around it and big rocks over in other spots. Now, it's very rare that people wouldn't know how to use a roundabout, but in the case they didn't know how to use it and went right through, I would be perfectly safe back here, depending on their speed. When I checked into that hotel yesterday, they didn't ask for a license plate number, so I figured my car is safe there overnight without getting towed. And now I just kind of wait out the rush hour traffic. I'm not in a city park, so I don't have to worry about park rangers. Nobody wants that ranger danger. I just have to worry about police, which I did see one earlier, and by law enforcement type of thing. But I think I'll be fine as long as I stay in this roundabout. I am going to get out of this roundabout when the sun goes down because that hotel has a bar, and that'll solve my step 2 issues. I'm not going to go so far as to abuse the free breakfast in the morning, because that's just in bad taste. But if I'm paying for a beverage, I don't see a problem there. It's about an hour until sunset, so I'm in here until then at least. I don't know what the light's going to be like in here. There are some street lights, but I don't know if they'll light it up well enough to see in here. I don't want to use the flashlight. Just a block away, there's a McDonald's with a lobby that's open until 10. So that solves the washroom situation. They're open again at 6 or 7 in the morning. So if I have to drop it like it's hot, I'll just run across the road there, and I can even grab breakfast while I'm at it. What I didn't mention is that there are crosswalks that go kind of around the perimeter. They don't go right up against this roundabout, but people will hear me if I'm being loud. Obviously, a very boring aspect of stealth camping is sitting around with water, but it's not step 2 time quite yet. I'm still on my vitamin kick, like I mentioned in the last video. I've been doing that since basically July. I've even brought them with me tonight. So I'll go through every pill I'm taking because they are making me feel pretty good lately. It takes a long time to correct the vitamin deficiency, though, especially B12. Looks like I'm going to have some ladybugs in here to keep me company tonight. As long as they're not stink bugs, they look kind of similar. And we don't want that issue to happen. I hate being landed on by things. And of course, this is a bus route too, so there's people waiting for the bus. Just got to keep it on the down low. Fight the urge, Steve. Don't walk out there. It's a big office tower on this side. Seems to be a computer company. I called them earlier to see when their office hours are. until 5. So I think we're in the good now. Just probably a janitor in there, sweeping up, cleaning the place up, make it look nice. And all these windows, they're going to be looking out of their offices at me crawling out of here in the morning. But they won't see me at night. There's like no problem here. Like it's so, the branches are so thick. I like it. This will be a noisy sleep. Yes, I know I've done a roundabout before, and I normally like to just do an idea at once, except this one was right by last night's hotel, and it's just so perfect. I had to do it. I was here, I had the gear, and that's what it's all about. Taking your opportunities while you can and stealthing it up. More people accumulating at that bus stop, so the bus should be along soon. And a piece of fuzz on me. I think that's a wish. There's got to be a UPS depot around here or something, because there's been about 30 of these UPS trucks going by. As usual, I don't want to get everything set up until a little bit later, but it's one of these self-inflating air mattress pads. I will get that self-inflating. It always needs a little help at the end, but we'll get it going. I'm really excited to go to that hotel lounge. Another UPS truck. They just don't stop. UPS depot is a quarter mile away, half a kilometer, so that'll be going on in the morning first thing for sure. It is total pedestrian hour here. There's been a couple of them. I think one of them is loitering.